Hey, Kai. Thanks for joining us. Steve, do you want to get us started from the Washington Post?
Great, thanks. Hey, Kai, welcome to the States and welcome to MLS. How would you describe your first few weeks integrating into the team, integrating into the culture, and just getting ready for a season to start at a time when you were basically midway through your club season overseas? Thanks.
Yeah, so far it's been great. Everyone here is lovely and so friendly, and it's really, really good culture that's being built here at the moment. And everyone's been, so accepting of me and all the new boys really with open arms. And yeah, like I said, the culture's great. It's a very positive environment to be in, and yeah, I'm very excited to be here. The training's been pretty tough. It's not often you get two pre-seasons in the 1 year, but yeah, look, the warmer weather where we're doing the camps at the moment's been pretty good for myself. Haven't had that hot temperature in a while, so no, like I said, I'm just excited and I can't wait to get into the games again.
Right. Steve, you have another one, or are you good? Okay, we'll go to Jason Anderson next. Thanks.
Hi, Kai. Thanks for speaking with us today. I wanted to ask you, obviously, DC's system is very aggressive, very high pressing. I was wondering your familiarity level with playing that way, whether that was at Hearts or with Australia or earlier in your career.
Yeah, the way we want to play here, obviously being so new, still learning it, but I think it's very exciting. It's positive. It's on the front foot, and as you said, it's an aggressive style of play. So I think that to play that way, it makes you feel really good about playing. Just there's so many positive and aggressive actions within the game, and there's so many positive and front foot moments as well, where you can really not only get yourself going, but get the team going and get the people watching the game going. And I'm excited to be involved in that. To answer the other side of your question about being involved in that kind of aggressive nature of a team before, I think all over the park, at teams I've played at, we've always instilled that kind of positive and aggressive mindset in teams that I've been involved with. So it's not that big of a change really. When it was pitched to me how the team wants to play, there was a big smile on my face, and I want to be in teams that dominate games and as we've touched on already, be aggressive and on the front foot. And I think that model suits the style of play that I am.
And I know it's early days, so maybe this will be a question for a few weeks from now, but I figure maybe I'll give it a shot now. How has it been sort of building some of the bonds with the other center backs, or maybe the defensive midfielders that you'll be having to work with in particular closeness as the season goes on?
Yeah, I think obviously, it's been 2 or 3 weeks, so there's still a lot of relationship building to do, but it's come a long way from the first session, I can tell you that much. We've had a few games already and a couple more coming up next week, so you get the relationship and you understand what people like to do in training, but it's really the games when you learn about people the most, when everything's, at full speed. And when we're coming up against opposition, you see how they think, you see where they prefer the ball and all those sort of different mannerisms that they go through when it's, fully in a game. And we try to replicate that as much at training, and that's why the relationships have grown so much already. And look, it can only get better, and it will get better. But for a starting point, especially being 3-4 weeks in, I think it's a great starting point. And yeah, like I said, we're just going to build on it from here.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Jason. Next, we'll go to Donald Wine.
Thank you, Sam. Hi, Ryan. Kai, excuse me. Welcome to DC. Welcome to the league. Donald Wine with the District Press, and a few questions I have. The first, what about the team in the league kind of intrigued you, and what ultimately made you decide that this was the place to continue your career?
Yeah, it's a good question. Look, to be honest, it all happened so quick. They kind of reached out, and I just thought instantly, wow, what an opportunity. You know, looking at the football first, I think on the field, they have such a rich history in the league, you know, winning trophies, achieving great things, and unfortunately, you know, in recent times kind of struggled. And I think, you know, only just missing out in the playoffs last year, you know, kind of gives you that feeling. The boys that were here involved in that, they really want to, you know, just get to that next level and make sure that they don't miss out again this year. And I think, you know, being myself and looking at that from the outside, I want to join in and give the team as much help as possible to try and achieve that as well. I think the level of players and teams over here is exceptional as well, and I can't wait to, you know, I'm training with, you know, world-class players at the moment and international footballers, and like the level's just amazing, and to verse more of that week in, week out, it'll be awesome. So yeah, I'm super excited to see how it goes.
You know, you started every match for Australia in the 2022 World Cup. Obviously, the World Cup is here next summer, along with Canada and Mexico. Did that factor into your consideration for coming to Major League Soccer? And have you thought about international duty and the logistics of a longer flight home for matches?
Yeah, obviously it's tough, but coming from Scotland, I mean, that's kind of the furthest place you can almost be away from Australia. So it's shortened the trip down a little bit, being over here. But yeah, I think that has a part to play as well. You know, the growth of the game over here, especially for people outside of the US to see it, how far it's come. You know, especially the last 10 to 15 years, it's really shot up the ranks in world football of the top leagues in the world, and it can only go up, really. I mean, it's so positive. There's going to be so much buzz around the league the next few years leading up to the World Cup. I just think it's such an exciting time for the MLS and football in America.
Last one for me. So far, I know you've only been here a couple of weeks, but what's been the biggest adjustment for you, both on and off the field, both with the team, the league, or even the United States as a whole?
Football-wise, not so much, to be honest. It's all the same once you get out on the pitch. Just adjusting to a lot of the different terms, but you know, I'm already catching on to things. It doesn't take long to figure out all the kind of lingo that goes over here. But no, it's fun working everything out. I think driving's going to be a bit different over here. It's on the other side of the road, so just little things like that. But the football side of things, it's, you know, when you've got such a positive environment that you're coming into that has a really good culture, you know, really great staff, great guys, it just makes everything so much easier. So everything to do with the club and on the field's just been awesome so far. And yeah, I can't wait to start the season and see how it goes.
Great, thank you so much.
So watch out for Kai on the roads. All right, next up we'll do Mario Maya. Hey Kai, first and foremost, welcome to the team and welcome to MLS. I just want to ask quickly, how has your relationship with the coaching staff and with Troy in particular been with you in your first couple of weeks with the team?
Yeah, it's been really great so far. You know, we're having lots of meetings and talking a lot on the training pitch to iron out the kinks almost of how we want to play, make sure we get everything as close to perfect as possible. It's been really good. They're clear directions in how they want to play, and you know, when you're a player and you're out on the field, when everything's clear, it makes your job so much easier. You know, they want hard work and they want it to be a two-way street. So, you know, if we give everything, we know that we're going to get everything from them as well. So in that regard, it's been amazing. And yeah, I can't wait to see how the relationship, not only with myself, but all the team and the staff blossoms this season. And, you know, it feels like I've been here for months and it's only been, you know, 3 weeks. So it's, yeah, I can't ask for any better, to be honest.
Great. Next, we'll go to Diego Reyes.
Hi, Kai. Welcome to MLS. Welcome to DC United. Just a quick question about your more adjustments. Out off the field, how have you adjusted to coming to DC when you were mid-season over in Europe? And can you talk a little bit about that change and having to go from one country to another and almost playing a month later?
Yeah, it's a good question. I'm lucky enough to have a fair few games under my belt already this season, so match fitness hopefully is on my side. Training's been tough, I can't lie. When you're playing games, you don't have those tougher training sessions like we've been getting into here, and but it's good to stay topped up and work hard with the boys. Push them along as well. It's been tough in the heat down in Florida, adjusting to that. I'm coming straight off 3-4 months of pretty harsh cold in Scotland, so it's good to get some sun, but it's hard to adjust out on the field. Still getting there a little bit, but by the time it gets to summer here, hopefully I'll be adjusted. But yeah, at the moment, obviously it's an exciting move, and I'm just buzzing and got so much energy, being a new club, being a new environment. So I'm not feeling too fatigued at the minute. Maybe later on in the season I might start feeling like it's been a long year, but at the moment I can only picture myself giving everything to the team, and I've got so much energy and I'm just ready to go. Can't wait to get started.
Awesome, thank you.
And then the last one here from Dennis.
Hey, Kai. Thank you for speaking with us. Previously, Troy mentioned that one of the goals this year for the team is to not concede many goals, as that was one of the issues that the team had last year, conceding many goals. How do you expect to help on that area?
Yeah, obviously it's my job to try and keep out as many goals as possible. I think just by being well prepared and knowing our jobs and knowing our structures and sticking to them no matter how we're playing in each game is pretty paramount. We can't really stray from our game plan, otherwise that's when the cracks might start opening. So I think we've got to be robust in our beliefs and our trust in each other and our structures. So we've just got to fight for everything, never give up. It sounds kind of cliche, but when it comes down to it, if you do give someone half a yard that you shouldn't be, then that's when they can get a shot off in the box and things like that. I think being clinical, not only in your attacking box but in your defending box, is very important. The less chances or less sights a goal you give the opposition striker, then you're obviously helping your goalkeeper out and you're helping your team keep the ball out of the back of the net also. So I think limiting teams to as little opportunities as possible will go a long way, and the way we want to play is going to lean towards that. And the structures that we're working to instill within the group, if we can lean on them, then I think it's going to go a long way to being resolute in defence and really being a hard team to beat and a hard team to break down.
Thank you. Just as a follow-up, what can you tell those fans who haven't not had the chance to see you play it, and what are your personal goals and collective goals?
For people that don't really know much about me, which is I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. I've come from across the globe, so it's fair enough. Look, I'm just driven. I want to win. I want to be positive and on the front foot, just like our style of play is aggressive. But I also want to play good football with the ball as well, and hopefully put on good showings for the fans that come out and watch the games. We want to play pretty football, but we want to dig in as well at the same time. So if we can find the right balance and the right mix, then hopefully we put on a good show each week and make the playoffs. That's the goal for myself, but also as the team, we want to try and make the playoffs and then see if we can push even further. But I just want to try my hardest for the team, play as well as possible for as many games possible, and hopefully the team's in good stead. Whenever I'm needed or wherever I'm needed, I'll always be there for the team. So just like I said, excited, can't wait to get started, and just super happy.
Jose, did you have a question?
Thank you.
Yeah, real quick, and thanks for talking to us, Kai. Can you kind of rewind back to that first day of training meeting the guys. How's the group in terms of welcoming you in, and who in the team has been the best at helping you around, bringing you within the team, bringing you in with the group? How's the camaraderie like with amongst your teammates?
Yeah, like I said earlier, the group of boys here is just amazing. So friendly, welcoming. We've got a good group of guys that get along well, always cracking jokes. It's always upbeat. We're always pushing each other on the field. We demand a lot. We're all holding each other accountable, which is, it's awesome to see. There's so many new guys here. I'm not the only one, which makes it a bit easier as well, but the way the guys that were already here have accepted not only myself but the newer guys as well, it's just amazing. I couldn't have asked for an easier transition, to be honest. It was a bit daunting coming over. I've only moved overseas once, and it was pretty scary first day. I told the guys when we were doing introductions, like I was kind of scared and nervous, just to more interact and on a social level. But the way that these guys have connected with me is amazing, and it couldn't have gone any better. Obviously, the non-English guys, it's a bit tough to get to know. You try your hardest to have a conversation with them and things like that, but all the guys here, yeah, super lovely, and I can't really point out anyone in particular because everyone's just been such lovely people and super nice. So yeah, as I would just say, as a blanket whole, the whole group's just been so welcoming.
Thank you.
Great. And one last one for me, Kai. I know you've only had, and you talked about it a little bit there, you only had a couple days in DC. What are you most looking forward to about moving to the city itself and exploring yourself?
Yeah, I think just I'll have a few days of wandering around and just looking at all the history, all the buildings. I can't wait. I've been in the car and drove around and seen a few of the settings and things like that, but I haven't had really time in there yet. Managed to train at the stadium a couple of days, which was cool. Super facility, so can't wait to see that packed out. But I'm just keen to walk around the streets, like I said, and it's a whole new city to me. I've never been to the States before, so everything's pretty new. I'm looking around, just kind of smiling at everything because it's just so new to me, and I think everything's really cool. But just to meet all the people in the city, and I can't wait to get stuck into the sports over here. It's not really, I've not been in good countries to watch American sport. Scotland, it's on super late, and then Australia, it's on when you're usually playing games. So I can't wait to get stuck in and support the local teams as well.